reported the trades again. We see this week, same exact win rate, far fewer trades. I did not get tilted and overtrade a single time, which is really good, right? I'm really happy with that. But I did make other mistakes, and so I think that there's basically three things to note. The first thing is that I just straight up did not take good trades because I felt kind of scared. And I think that the reason why I didn't take this one is because I didn't respect the structure in the price action enough. Who would have thunk? So it is a clean trade. We've been making nothing but higher lows since the market opened. If you look on the hourly, yeah, it's fucking bullish. And it's a strong, decent retest. It's even a retest of this SR as well. So it's kind of like a confluence or whatever. So I should have taken that one, but I just didn't. I guess that's the first type of mistake. And then, we did that on Wednesday as well, where I looked at this. I'm pretty sure I even mentioned it. I drew it out, and I was like, nah, I don't want to take it. And then immediately after it works. Again, like, we deviated the range high. We can go back into the range midpoint. You could not have predicted this, but you could have taken that. So that's the first mistake. It's just like, I think it was kind of a overcorrection of last week's mistakes, where I now became too scared to trade. Okay, second mistake was targeting too far on these mean reversion trades, and this is really obvious in hindsight. I don't know what I was thinking here. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, look at this. Okay, so what is the structure? Low, higher, low, big move down. Okay, we can mean revert. We can mean revert. That's totally okay. It's the 10th of February here. We're hitting like a level. We can mean revert. Wait, was that even it? No, that. Oh no, it's here. Yeah, it's here. It's the 10th of February. We SFP this little low. We can absolutely mean revert. But I don't think that we can mean revert. So see how we already deviated? So look at this. Look at this here. We already deviated the low once. Now we deviated again. That's less strong, especially after we failed at the highs. It kind of looks like shit, but I still think you can take the mean reversion, but you're not going to go past, like, this is a really strong resistance. See how small the candle is? See how aggressive the move away is? See how much price is going to accept it past it? Like, I like the entry. I like the entry. I like the stop. But, like, this should be your target. I think my target was like this or something, which is stupid. Just stupid. So, that's a pretty big mistake. Like, if you look here, the reason why we can target here is because this resistance here is already spent. Like, this resistance here, it's not as good. This resistance here is already spent. This resistance is not as good. And, if you look at 10th of February, the first time around, it's the first test of the range low. It's the first test. And, yeah, I think it's totally okay to target. You could argue that maybe you should only target this, but this resistance isn't as good because it was like, it's just not as good, okay? It's hard to explain. It's like price spent more time there, and the move away wasn't as strong. You could argue that you should only TP here. I think that's okay, but I think it's fine probably to TP here because it's the first test of the range low as well. It's just much stronger if you look here. Whereas this is really weak and this is really strong. So yeah, there you go. And I think we did it a third. Oh yeah, one more example here. Notice how upon entry the resistance is already spent and it's also not as strong. And we do TP in fact before the next resistance. See? So it makes sense to do that. And here, yeah, this resistance you could argue is kind of spent. You could argue this is like just unlucky. I don't think there really was a way to predict that this would happen. That's also another important thing to think about is like, could we have shorted here? Could we have shorted here? Could we have shorted even here with a stop there? Could we have shorted here with a stop there? Because like, it's so strongly bearish. Like, can we just short all the way down into resistance or into this gap or even into this gap? I don't know, but maybe. Yeah, then there wasn't really anything too clean here and nor here, and then the week is over. Okay, so that's the second thing. And then one thing which I want to point out Oh wait, no, this is Thursday. No, Friday. Friday happened. Friday happened. Yikes. Shit, until eventually I'm like, okay, this is just making higher lows. And we traded into this strong support. We're gonna go for a high. First of all, there is resistance here, but we did already trade into it here, and then we reject it, we come back up, so I think it's fine to think it's gonna break. But I'm gonna start doing this now. I'm gonna start, this is official, I'm gonna start doing this now. I'm gonna start trailing my stop. So I'm gonna start doing like this, because what I've noticed is that on my good trades, the ones that go straight to TP, it doesn't pull back past a previous swing low. It just doesn't. So I think that it's something that I should absolutely be doing, and I think it's pretty damn clear. It's like these were the same, and then there, and then there, and then you hit TP. Here, I mean, it's just literally every winning trade. I'm pretty sure. If we had targeted here, we could have moved the stop there and then there. We could have moved stop there, there. Could have moved stop there. Yeah. So that's the second thing. Okay. Okay, so if we, I mean, we can just look at this a little bit, but obviously there isn't much here. We can't see that we missed trades. We missed a trade here. We missed a trade here. We can't see that here, and we also can't see that we should have, well, we could have managed here. So obviously there was more potential this week, right? I mean, technically, I guess I did better than last week. Like, I guess that's good, but and the profit factor was much higher this week. I think. Hold on, how do we date range? Let's see, there to there. There we go. So the profit factor was obviously much higher. Man, HWONK is really good. The profit factor was much higher because we took fewer trades, and so I do feel like I traded better, right? Because I didn't tilt and take shit trades. But I definitely, there were things that I could have done better. I'm gonna start managing my trades. That's just like a mechanical change to my strategy, right? And so that's not really a mistake. That's more just something that I didn't do before, but which I will do now. But then, I gotta just fucking have the balls to take these trades, right? Like I traded too much previous week. Now I traded too little. If 30 trades was too much and 6 trades is too little, I mean, I probably could trade like 10 to 15 trades per week. Probably like 10 to 15, I think is reasonable and acceptable. Maybe like 15 if we trade outside of market hours, 10 if we only trade inside of market hours, something like that. I think is quite acceptable. But I am happy with the fact that I stayed out, right? Like I do think probably this was a more difficult week to trade than previous week, and so I'm happy that I managed to stay out. But yeah, I mean, I should have taken this, and I should have taken the Wednesday one. This, yeah, and I shouldn't have taken this. This was kind of stupid. So I did overtrade. I did take one trade too many. Yeah. And I also made the mistake. Man, I did make a lot of mistakes. I also made the mistake of targeting too far with the mean reversions. Man, I made some mistakes. Well, that's okay. We are always looking to improve. And I think I'm gonna probably not do it anymore today, but I think tomorrow I'm probably gonna do next week. And I think I'm gonna do well. I think I'm gonna do well.